Okay. No, the mojo did not work. Yes, I am incredibly sad about what happened last night to my Cowboys. I can attest to that. And yeah, I'm still feeling the emotional struggle about that. So to all my fellow Dallas Cowboys fans, believe me, the struggle is real. But as sad as I am, I'm going to be okay. For several reasons. The first is, no one ever thought that, well, actually, wrong one. Well, foremost, let's get some humor into this video to start off. I already cried myself to sleep last night, so I don't need to cry anymore. The second reason is I have my bear. Little bear. I can't really be that sad if I have my bear. Which is why I'm never letting this bear go ever. Well, not literally never let go ever, but you get the idea. And I mean, the third reason is no one ever thought Dallas was ever going to get this far. Really, they didn't. So, as sad as I am, I am overall content with how this season turned out for us. No, we didn't quite finish this fight, but we fought to the bitter end. And that is the coolest, most manly thing I've ever seen. Well, yeah, that's true. It's awesome. Again, Rain Dakota Prescott is a grown man. Ezekiel Elliott is a grown man. So there we go. And finally, and I swear I would never make this up. Unless, really, I really would never. What I'm about to say, I would never make up. I'm about to go for my run this morning. And, we're in that time of year where it's pretty much nighttime for like 18 hours a day. Well, not literally, but you get the idea. In fact, for all intents and purposes, it's not even 7 o'clock yet this morning, and it's still dark out. That should tell, but, I left a little before, 6 a.m. We got a good 4-mile run in, I'm feeling pretty good. And before I started the run, I looked up in the sky. I mean, let's be honest. When you leave a building that has a light in it to go out into an area that's dark, you're gonna look all over the place. And I just happened to look up into the sky, which happened to be clear. Maybe an occasional cloud here or there, and obviously the fact that it was a clear sky means that it was very cold this morning. Yeah, it's actually a thing most people don't realize is that if it's cloudy at nighttime, if it's cloudy at nighttime during the winter, the clouds actually protect you from like the cold air from like above. It's like a shield, if you will. So if it's a clear sky, it's gonna be cold in the morning. But enough of semantics. I literally look up into the sky, and no kidding, I saw a shooting star. Yeah. I actually saw a shooting star. Yes, I did in fact make a wish. No, I'm not going to tell you what it is, because then it won't come true. So, yeah, I'm going to be okay. I guess, although with the Cowboys out, it throws a giant monkey wrench into who I want to see in the Super Bowl. Well, I'm pretty sure Tom Brady is still going to show off why he is the GOAT. Everyone's given, Phillip Rivers is finally going to win. He's finally going to beat Tom Brady. You know what? I don't buy that at all. I think it's going to be a Pats Chiefs rematch at Arrowhead Stadium next Sunday afternoon. That's my prediction. As for the NFC Championship, you know what? I mean, I said way in the beginning when I started doing NFL Sunday pick videos like this that it was going to be a Rams-Chiefs Super Bowl. And so far, I'm actually almost right about that. So with that being said, if anyone can beat the Rams at this point, actually, both teams playing this afternoon aren't capable of beating the Rams. I mean, Foles has never lost to the Rams in the playoffs. And then you have the Saints who, it's the Saints. So, does the road to the Super Bowl for the NFC end in the Coliseum, or does it go to New Orleans? I guess we'll have to wait and see and find out. Personally, Drew Brees really is on the cusp of retiring. I wouldn't mind. And he once actually said he wants to be in that realm of quarterbacks with more than one Super Bowl win, which I do respect him for that. Honestly, I've said my opinions about a lot of quarterbacks, not just during these videos, but over the years. So, you can bet I have my opinions about whoever you ask, but the one person I don't think I've ever even remotely touched, metaphorically speaking, was Drew Brees. Really. Like, for the life of me, have never said anything bad or made fun of Drew Brees. Ever. Like, ever. So, yeah. Go get him, Drew Brees. Go get yourself a second Super Bowl win. If not, then I guess I'll root for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's the thing about the AFC Championship next week. I really have no idea who's going to win that. Like, not a clue. I suspect it's going to go to, well, it could go either way. It really could go either way, and I'm so incredibly baffled I can't even finish sentences properly. It has me so baffled. So, yeah. I predict whoever goes into both games next Sunday, both games next week are going to be pretty darn good. And with my Cowboys out, all I can say is, in the name of all humanity, stop the Eagles, please. For the record, I am still keeping the jersey. Partly because I've had this jersey for quite a number of years now. And, I mean, how often are you going to find a jersey with your specific last name on it? Let alone, well, actually, again, I said this before, I have the pleasure of having two such jerseys. One for the Bears, obviously, and I do have one for when Jay Cutler played in Denver. Although, it's actually a funny story. I was actually visiting Colorado for my cousin's high school graduation, and we're leaving, heading home. We get to baggage checkout, which, if any of you have ever been to Denver International, that line for baggage checkout is always long, like insanely long. But that's neither here nor there. So I'm wearing this jersey, and it's my family's turn to go through the thing or whatever, the X-ray machine or whatever they're using. Not X-ray, but metal detector. You get the idea. We're about to go through, and one of the workers yells at me and says, Are we going to win a Super Bowl this year?" I look to him because, it's pretty obvious he'd be living in Denver, otherwise he wouldn't be working at Denver International. So I turned to him and said, "I'm sorry, sir, this is a Bears jersey, not a Broncos jersey, because as some of you guys know, and as I've said before, Jay Cutler played for both the Broncos and the Bears. And again, I'm wearing this Bears jersey. And then the guy yells back to me and says, "I know, I'm from Chicago." And I'm like, "What are you doing all the way out here?" Then again, I'm a Cowboys fan that lives in upstate New York. Who am I to talk? So, yeah. I actually have some fun memories wearing this jersey, and you know what? I think next football season, when I do my Sunday picks, I think I'll wear it. For the sake of, consistency. Maybe it'll be like Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force and do it like that. Although I'm going to need an editing crew and stuff. Remember, this is like on a serious micro budget, ladies and gentlemen. These videos are made on a serious micro budget. Like, I can't even afford Dunkin', which America runs on. So, there you go. Yeah. Don't really have much else. Although, if anyone takes anything away from this video is, whether it's, and I have said this before, particularly on, I've said something akin to this, I should say, particularly on December 14th, 2018, which you guys should totally watch that video. I feel it's one of my favorites and easily my best one. That whether it's your favorite sports team losing, or you have, say, a relative who's ill, or maybe you have a bad day, there's always going to be something good on the horizon. And, it's like what I say, this morning as I'm leaving for my run, I literally look up into the sky and I see a shooting star. If that's not a good thing, I don't know what is. Although now that I think about it, maybe I should go get myself some Lucky Charms. It does have shooting stars in it, in the form of delicious marshmallows. That probably aren't really marshmallows, but whatever, they're still delicious. Oh, boy. Man, it's actually been quite a while since I've had any kind of cereal at all. Maybe I'll have some for breakfast this morning. I don't know. I am in the mood for something, carb related. Considering that I ran 11.7 miles yesterday, ran a little over 4 miles this morning, and I really haven't had much in the realm of carbs. That's probably on me. Although, then again, protein is the way to go, and I did have a nice steak last night, topped with sauteed mushrooms and onions. But it's not, that's not here or there. And by the way, if you guys are looking for proof as to whether or not I actually had stuff like that, no, I'm not going to take photographs of anything unless I deem so. Okay? I'm not going to diminish the value of food just because I care about how it looks or whatever. I mean, yes, I have taken pictures of food I've personally made before, but, not at a restaurant, no. Honestly, that's just my personal preference, so there you go. And, yeah, I think I'm going to get my day started and get ready to watch some more football today. So, like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use support on YouTube. Follow me on social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. And as always, I am very humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful Sunday. And I hope my fellow Cowboys fans can feel better about last night. I know I'm starting to. Hey, healing can take some time, okay? I don't know what to tell you. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear. Or this here. And I always most certainly have your back. Take care. I really like this bear.